Welcome back. I'm Caitlin with Wiregrass Daily News, and I'm here with Miss Carrie Wilson, the founder of Rise, which is reaching individual success through empowerment. Good
Yes.
morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming in this morning. So what was the idea behind Rise?
I actually was in the financial industry for right at 11 years, which is the banking industry.
Mm-hmm.
And doing my career there, I sit across for a lot of people that really wasn't financially literate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so therefore, it caused me to not be able to help them in the way that I would like to, because they may have some credit challenges. They may have got in over their head with their debt to income ratio.
Right.
And then they got this emergency that came up. It may be that their, pipes busted at home
Mm.
and they really need to get their, these
I've had
pipes
that happen
fixed.
before.
Yes. And so essentially when your hands are tied because someone didn't have the knowledge or the tools or resources to be financially literate, it caused me to kind of think in a way that how can I help people in a bigger capacity. Another thing that really tugged at my heart is youth coming out of college. It's
Mm.
so many times that youth would come out of college and have this college credit card debt or student loan
Oh
debt
yeah.
and really didn't have a full understanding. And so they went on shopping sprees with the money and essentially
I was one of those.
yeah, okay, yes, and I saw plenty, and so essentially, what would happen is, they would be, sitting across from me talking about how it really had a setback from them because they may apply for this job that required them to have, credit, great credit or good credit.
Right.
And then, of course, they have this challenging credit because they didn't pay the debt off. They thought they can go on a shopping spree and it was free money
Mm.
because no one explained it to them. So essentially, that led me to, realize that we really needed to have a lot more resources when it came down to helping people to be more financially literate.
Mm.
And I didn't make the decision really. Truthfully, I wouldn't say I made the decision on my own to leave the corporate America. I was comfortable with where I were, and I felt like I was still making a difference. But I was faced with a hard reality when my branch closed. I worked for this bank. They closed the branch location, and they had a location that was going to stay in the Wiregrass. However, they was going to make me the assistant manager to the person that I was training. So that was a hard reality. And the person
Mhm.
had only been there 5 months, and I had been with the company 5 years.
Wow. Yeah.
So I felt like that was my way of telling me that I'm going to close this door for you because you're not going to walk out of it. I need you to
Right.
walk in your purpose. And so, therefore, months later, after that, I decided to start a nonprofit, in which is this was Birth
And
Rise.
and here we are with
Yeah,
Rise.
right.
So Rise essentially it's an is it would you say it's more of like an educational program for finances, people, getting people a little more educated on finances and credit and debt and all the above?
It is. Right now, we offer free workshops, and essentially, we focus more on the financial literacy piece. But we do have components to where we have development for entrepreneurship, career development, and mental health awareness as well, because all of those things go hand in hand, right?
Right.
In order to better yourself in life, you have to understand how to, move up the ladder in your career,
Right.
and or if you have a talent, you have to understand how to become a successful entrepreneur. And so a lot of people lack that too. When I was in my banking career, I seen a lot of people that started entrepreneurship but didn't really know how. They didn't separate their personal and business finances, so they didn't really have a true understanding of their profit and loss. And so they will fail. So essentially, Rise is developed to help people to understand how to become more sustainable in life when it comes around to those different topics. And then being able to help with their mental health because you have to take care of your mental health first
Right.
and your physical health
That's the
as well.
foundation.
Right, right, because we can't do anything without that. So if you get to where mentally you feel like you can't move forward, then you're kind of stuck. And
Right.
so that's why we got the empowerment piece. So our whole theme is we call it Rise Up, which is empower, educate, elevate. So empower is to help people with the confidence that they need to be able to, move forward in life and grow.
Right.
And educate, that helps them to continue to be more confident, because if you give them the knowledge, tools, and resources, they'll know how to navigate it. And then you have to continue to elevate, ensure that they know that you're doing all this to elevate in life, and then you have to continue to give them that push.
Right. Where are your workshops at?
So right now we have them throughout the Wiregrass area. We have been fortunate to have organizations to be able to sponsor their facilities for us to host the workshops in them, so they be absolutely for free. And so we've been in areas like the Dale County, Houston, Barber. We've been in Henry County. We're getting ready to go to Union Springs. I can't remember what county that is. So we're going to do that one for the December theme. So essentially, we just have them all over the Wiregrass. Our ultimate goal is to, eventually have a safe location.
Yes.
To where a safe and secure location where we can say that, hey, we're going to have these consistent workshops on a scheduled basis.
Right.
And we want to make it right here in the Dothan area, if possible, if we can find the perfect location and everything for it.
Yeah. Do you have volunteers that work with you, or that help out with your workshops?
We do. We have been having a whole lot of community support, I must say, and I really appreciate the volunteers we have. I must say that my mom is my number one fan. She's at every single event if I allow her to be. Some of the events, when we have vendor events, they're outside events, and during the summer it was extremely hot, so I would make her stay at home. But you best and believe she wanted to be there. So she's
you're not making me stay home.
Yes, so she's one of my dedicated volunteers for sure. I love her to death. She's very supportive in what I'm doing, but we do have volunteers. We do also have volunteers from the banks. Synovus Banks is one of our recent volunteers. They had about 3 volunteers to come out, so we really appreciate that. Allian Credit Union has been a very supportive organization for us as well, doing our financial literacy events, even when we was trying to get Rise off the ground. So I really appreciate them as well. But we have like a lot of support, I would say, trying to making these successful, and them had a lot of people to give in-kind donations, because doing our youth workshops, we do give gifts doing those workshops. So people give in-kind donations for those as well. So
very cool. So if someone wanted to get involved with Rise, where would they go to find out more information about it?
So they would go to www.risealabama.org. So essentially, our contact information is there. You can actually also sign up for our newsletters, and they can keep up to date with what we have going on in the communities there as well. And also, we're on social media. It's Rise Alabama on social media. Facebook is our main where we actually put our main source of information on. I'm not as savvy with the other platforms, but we are
no TikToks?
Well, we do have some, but not like I would like to be. So hopefully we'll have somebody that's going to help us with the marketing soon to be able to expand upon the other platforms.
A little more TikTok savvy.
Yes.
Little more creative with making it. I've recently gotten into making TikToks, and it's fun. So hopefully you do find someone.
I hope so.
that can help out with that.
Yeah, I'm a bit camera shy, so I think if I wasn't, I probably would create more videos. But we typically just post like the events and things of that nature, or pictures or things, stuff that we have.
So you did say that you have an event coming up in December in Union Springs.
Yes, so we actually haven't set that one in stone yet, but we do have 2 other events that's coming up. So tomorrow is the reason why I'm wearing my green.
Green.
We actually doing
green today. I would know.
Yes. So we're actually doing our first mental health group session with young girls 14 to 18 on tomorrow. It's going to be in Ozark at the Ozark Technology Building from 11 to 2. And we're excited about it. We're going to have an empowerment pack. We're going to help them to help navigate growth mindset. We're going to have some people there that be able to give relatable stories to help them to understand that they're not alone, and that it's been young. I've been a young girl before, and other people have been young girls before that probably face challenges in life. And so we're going to, teach them how to cope with things, hopefully, and be able to give them something to walk away with, to hold on to. And our biggest event that we have coming up is going to be our gala. It's going to be on November the 22nd, which is the Saturday before Thanksgiving. We're truly excited about it. We will have a live band there. We're gonna have the 360 booths, the
Oh
photographers,
yeah.
DJs, and Ginger Root out of Sampson, Alabama is gonna be catering our food there. So the food is
Yum.
absolutely delicious. So I can't wait for people to experience
A
that.
lot of
And
exciting stuff going on
yes,
there. Will there be speakers and stuff there as well?
we'll have Mr. Shakespeare as our speaker, and then we'll have some honorees that I feel like that's done a lot of great work in the Wiregrass around educational and youth empowerment. Because with Rise, we have a strong emphasis on youth empowerment,
Mm-hmm.
because if we teach the youth early on how to build a budgeting plan and
Right.
how to understand credit, they'll build a more sustainable life, and they'll go into adulthood in a positive habit,
Right.
instead of being that youth that I sat across from in the banking world that
Yes.
came out of college and got challenging credit because they didn't understand budgeting. They didn't understand that when they spend money on that credit card or those student loan checks,
Yes.
that is going to have to pay it back. So we most definitely focus on the youth. So we will be honoring some people that actually focus in on the youth there as well. So I'll be posting information about that soon on Facebook to kind of give a idea of our itinerary, our speakers, and our honorees. So you guys follow us on Rise Alabama on Facebook, and then our website will have that information too. Is www.risealabama.org, and so we'll keep up to date there as well. But we're excited about the gala, most definitely.
It sounds
So
like I can see you just beaming about
yes,
it. Where's
yes.
it at? Where's it at?
It's going to be at the Royale by Southern Hospitality in Cowards, Alabama. So if you Southeast Alabama Medical Center, if you take a left on 84, like you're going to go towards Georgia, so 84 West,
Yes.
it's 4 miles down the road on the right. So it's a
Uh,
venue there. It's a very nice venue.
is it? Did did that used to be a grocery store?
I'm not sure, but it's right beside a gas station.
Yes, it
Yes,
did. I think was that Uford's?
I'm not.
I'm from Georgia,
Are
so
you? So you're
yes.
familiar with it?
So
Okay.
whenever I was little, like if my grandparents or my parents, would take us to Dothan to go shopping because Bainbridge they didn't have no shopping.
Oh, right.
So
Bainbridge is a rule.
if you wanted to get some clothes for school or just to go shopping on the weekend, you'd either have to go to Dothan or Tallahassee. So whenever we'd come in, if we'd leave Dothan, my grandmother would always stop at Uford's to get something to cook for dinner, and
How
then we
about
go back.
that?
But yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, and that is a beautiful venue.
Yes. Awesome. Well, maybe you can join us and some
Hopefully I
friends.
can.
Yes,
Hopefully
it
I
would be
can.
awesome to have, as many support out there. We're using it. It's going to be our biggest fundraiser. And what we're doing is we're going to use those funds to actually start our 2026 initiative. And that initiative is going to entail us doing one-on-one mentorship programs for low-income families for free or at a reduced rate. So it's going to be like on a sliding income scale basis to qualify them, just
Yeah.
like you would like your government benefits.
Right.
So we're excited about that because sometimes people need one-on-one mentorships. They need someone to help coach them. They can hear a workshop all day long of a 50, 30, 20 rule on budgeting. But if somebody don't sit down and talk about their specific situation and be able to identify they may be drinking too much Starbucks coffee. I
Yeah.
always use that because that's my guilty pleasure, especially when I was working for corporate a 9 to 5. I would stop there every day. And you got to think that $7 a day really adds up. So
Right.
sometimes people don't think about the simple things like that. So we want to be able to offer those communities and those resources and things to where people can come down and just have that one-on-one mentorship
Right.
conversation.
Like we were talking about earlier,
Right.
personable.
Right.
It's some people need that personable one-on-one, not talking to, but talking with
Exactly.
about these things that
How to create a plan.
Exactly.
Yes. A plan.
exactly.
Because basically if you don't, what did they say? If you don't if you don't plan to succeed, you'll fail to plan or something like that. I can't remember how they put it, but anyway, you have to plan.
You do.
Because if you don't plan, if you don't write something down, it's hard to kind of stay on track on what your goals are. So you have to
Yes.
create goals and plan things. So
Absolutely. Well, all of this sounds so exciting, and what good you're doing for the community, especially for financially. I can say that I've been there before with my credit cards coming out of high school, college. You know, it's I wanted to go to Belk and spend all the money at
Exactly.
Belk.
Right.
And then I had to pay it all back.
Mhm.
But no, you're doing a lot of good for the community, and you got some exciting things coming up. So if you want to know more about Rise, if you want to volunteer, go to
Alabama.com
or .org. .org.
So you
And-
spell Alabama out and it's .org.
Okay, and then also your social medias on Facebook. You'll have all the information there about your upcoming events and your workshops and all that good stuff.
Yes.
But yes, thank you, Carrie, for coming in today and talking about your organization and all the good that it's doing for the community.
I thank you for having me, and I'm just truly excited about where Rise is going. We are steady growing. We are also, looking for support in the form of ambassadors, board members. So, get involved. We're in volunteers, of course. We would love to have as much participation as possible because we only can do so much, and together we'll go far. So we're trying to rise together. So together we rise. So
That's awesome. Thank you.
thank you.